got a bank statement in the mail with an account that I don't know nothing about.
First of all, don't come in here yelling at me about no account. I have an account to make sure I'm good. That's why the account is there.
Why are you taking money out of the account while I don't know?
You are my husband. I have to make sure I'm good. I'm not. If we were to ever get divorced, I'm not about to be out here with nothing.
We gotta make sure we good. This don't got nothing to do with you sitting taking money out of the account that I work hard for.
Do you not work for us? Are we not a family? You want? Don't.
This is working for you. This ain't working for us.
No, it is. I have to make sure I'm good. I'm a woman. If you were to leave me, I need to be okay. What is the problem?
You need to be a problem. You're a self.
What's wrong with you?
Listen, check this out. At the end of the day, you can account for that I work hard and struggling.
I have to make sure I'm good. I can't. I'm not about to argue with you about money.
You are self.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Everything I've done for us. Are you serious? You mad because I'm putting
everything you've done for who? Everything you've done for me. I'm the one working. I'm the one putting in the time.
You cannot be for real right now, Key. Everything I do for us, and you're mad that I put a little money to the side for me?
Everything you do for us. Everything you do for you. Statement. This is just. I'm gonna tell you, man.
What are you gonna do about it?
What am I gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do about it?
I
don't care about this right now. I'm so
You know what I need to do with you? You know what I need to do with you? I need to account and stop sharing you. Cause that's the reason. That's how you able to go in my find my word.
What I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, man. I'm using the Keke Palmer situation as a back end of this clip that I showed you, because when it comes to the narratives that we have in our community about families and fathers and people splitting up, this is what normally happens now. You know, this is what normally happens. And the hypocrisy of it. Because using a young lady in the clip, I don't know if that's real, I don't know if it's fake or whatever, but just her arrogance. And I heard Sergeant Willie P earlier today talk about arrogance. But just the arrogance that I'm doing this and it's okay because I'm a woman and I'm your wife, but I'm really, you know, skimming off the top because I'm really planning my exit. And so if you ever just leave me, you know, oh my God, you know, then I won't be stuck. And then it's like, no, you're actually just building up a nest egg to leave. But the story that somebody like that will tell the public will be different from what you saw in that clip. Now, the Keke Palmer thing. You've seen this time and time again in one way, shape, form, or another, where a woman gets pregnant, she has a child, and she gets herself back in shape, and then she hits the streets. And y'all say, you know, I don't understand why these guys, you know, these women have these kids and they leave as soon as these ladies are pregnant. And it's like, no. You never put in the part where you got guys who got duped in the sense of she wanted to have a baby before she met him. He just happened to be the one that got her pregnant. But she didn't want that baby to have a father. And, you know, they went their separate ways. But what you see in this instance is, if you looked at it, she's in there wearing the raunchiest outfit. All her friends not. So she's making sure she brings attention to herself. It's kind of the culmination of a girl's trip. Like, oh, you gonna go to Vegas? Oh, you gonna dress half naked? Yeah, I'm out here. I'm free. I had a baby, but I bounced back. Look at me. Look at this body. It's like, well, this idea that you needed everybody to see that, and then your boyfriend says, hey man, that's not cool, basically. And then people come on, dump on him. And then, you know, people go, well, it's just a boyfriend. If he wanted to, he should have wifed it up. He should have married if he wanted to not do this. And it's like, let me explain something. Tariq Nasheed said this earlier, you know, you're practicing on being a wife when you're in a relationship. You're practicing on being a husband when you're in a relationship. That's not wife material. But on top of that, she's basically solidifying that she never wanted to be married. And all you people that say, you know, you should put a ring on it, how many of you just wanted somebody to propose, but you never really wanted to be married? And then, it's unfortunate we gotta do it like this, but we don't want to talk about the elephant in the room, which is, I don't want you. I never did. I want your genetics, but I don't want you. I want your money, but I don't want you. I want your status or clout, but I don't want you. And if you're with somebody, and if she can get one of those things or all of those things without marrying you, that's what she will do. If she has to marry you and then divorce you, that's what she will do. Now, going back a little bit to the, you know, you should put a ring on it scenario. The guy in the clip in the beginning is supposed to be his wife. Obviously, she's not for her husband. Obviously. Now, on top of that, it's quite hypocritical that you ladies say you shouldn't, you know, basically all bets are off unless you're engaged or married. So why are y'all out here crying and complaining about getting cheated on by guys you're not married to? Crying and complaining about relationships that didn't work because the guy left you and you was never married. How are you, on one end, you know, if the guy said, well, shoot, we're not married, what's the problem? And then you get to the holier than thou, right and wrong speech about what is real and what is fake and what a real man should do and what a real man wouldn't be like that. But all of a sudden, y'all don't really want to take into consideration there is no definition of a real woman because y'all just out here doing whatever y'all want to do. And y'all co-signing people out here doing whatever they want to do. But when it comes to the narrative of the black relationship and how it's split up now, social media is a game changer and an equalizer, because guess what? See, to me, that's like this, unfortunately to me, it's like the beginning of the end of that relationship. But guess what? The kid's gonna see what started the split, and it wasn't dad. You know, you're not seeing pictures of dad at a Megan Thee Stallion concert just yeah, you're not seeing that. You're seeing mom, you know, half naked, you know. So then the kids can go, okay. Same thing with Tia Maru when she started doing the thirst traps. It's like, okay, You know, same thing with I'm using celebrities, but the same thing with Kim Kardashian. You know, she made the narrative that Kanye was crazy and this, that, and the third, and now she kind of missed him. She left him, and then he moved. He had a breakdown. He went left, and then he got remarried, and you ain't heard nothing from him. Really? And now she's like, ah. You know, the same thing that happened with Amber Rose. The same thing with Black China turning over a new leaf, right? The same thing, I forgot which the young lady is, the city girls. It's like she doesn't want her daughter to be a city girl. This same thing keeps happening over and over and over and over and over again. Whether it's sexually, whether it's financially, you know, these ladies, they don't want to be in relationships, you know, and they show it. And we're at some point going to have to, you know, put that aspect into the community about, you know, the parenting situation, about the business situation, about the support system situation. Because this is what's predominantly raising the kids. This is what we call the community. And now you know where the mindsets come from. Because, you know, when L.A.R just said what she said about the Essence Fest, which I did a video on that already. Ladies mad at her because how dare you just not be able to do whatever you want to do, damn the consequences, right? So you shouldn't be shocked by this because most men who have kids, they've seen this happen before. This isn't new. You know, the minute mama wants some attention, she gonna tighten that body up and maybe start flirting, even if she in a relationship, because she wants that attention. She wants to know that she's still as hot as she was when she didn't have kids. Thus, this weird competition with cougars and older women with kids or women with kids versus younger women with no kids or women with no kids. Like everybody's just supposed to be on the same level. This is where this comes from. You know, and everybody could go rogue the same way. Just makes no sense. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.